evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Zone again. The Lady Aces tonight are entertaining the Bryan Golden Bears. This is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy bringing you the game tonight. Starting lineups for Bryan will go as number 14. Let's see. Getting the right order here. Number 14, Jaden Cupp. She's 5'8", freshman. And from watching her out here on the floor, she looks like she is a very good athlete. Number 20, Brooke Lamberson. She's 5'2". She's also a freshman. Number 22, Macy Tinkle, 5'3", also a freshman. For continuing down here, the big person for Bryan will be Riley Burge. She's 5'9", the sophomore. And the other forward will be Chloe Antigo. She's 5'8", the freshman. For Hicksville, the usual starting lineup. Riley Figgins, number 5, junior. Noel Nuttall, junior at number 10. Number 15, Samantha Klima, a junior. And number 20, Kennedy Phillips, a freshman. And number 25 is Kelsey Monroe, also a freshman. So age-wise, we have a little bit more on Bryan, but looking at, the talent-wise, I can tell you that it looks like number 14 for Bryan will stick out.
Yeah. Even at the junior varsity level, Jim, if you're starting and you're only 5'2" or 5'3", that says something about your abilities on the floor.
You're right. You're right. So the Aces start out with the ball. In the corner is Figgins. It's knocked away from her, and Aces will get the ball in the corner. Number 14 tips it away, and it goes out of bounds, so it will be Hicksville's ball under Bryan's basket, and Bryan will put on a press. Samantha Klima up to Phillips. Back to Klima in the lane. Is up to Monroe. Comes across to Phillips. Ball off the rim, and it's going to be off of Bryan. Number 22 is Tinkle. It's off her foot, so it's Hicksville ball. Monroe will inbound it. Goes in the middle, and it's knocked away by Cupp.
Reset and try it again.
Monroe gives it in to Noel. Pass inside to Phillips. Shot put up, rolls off the rim. Being fought for, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to go
to
Bryan's direction.
Well, the Lady Aces could sure use to bounce back on the junior varsity squad with a win here tonight, Jim. When we saw them last, I mean, they really got hammered by Fairview.
Yeah, last week they only played a half a game. So.
Yeah.
Pass inside to Burge. Riley gets 2 points.
Nuttall.
And Nuttall comes down with a 2-pointer. Ball to Cupp. Cupp in the corner. Gives the ball up. Tinkle. Back out to Cupp. Drives into the lane. Pushing the corner to Antigo, and she hits it. Bucket's going to be good.
Make it 4-2, and she'll go to the line.
Foul is on Riley Figgins.
Her first and team foul number 1.
Antigo will shoot. One. And gets it. 5-2. Bryan with the lead. Phillips with the ball. Tries to go left. Gets stopped. Out front. Throws it over the head of Nuttall. And it'll be over and back violation. Goes to Bryan.
Yep, it was a no-win situation. It either was going to go out of bounds or it was going to be over in the back, over and back. So either way, it was going to be a turnover for the Lady Aces.
Yeah, you just have to keep Bryan from getting to the ball before it does go out of bounds. Tinkle dribbling around, gets the ball up. Brooke Lamberson with the shot. She gets fouled. Figgins picks up her second foul.
A strong move to the hoop to draw the foul.
He'll shoot a pair. One is good. And we have Eicher in the game for Figgins.
You kind of had the feeling that this little gal would be a good free throw shooter, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, she's up there with her feet set and everything, you know, like you're going to be a shooter. Phillips with the ball for Hicksville. Over to Eicher, into the lane, gives it up to Monroe. She gets shot off, and it's rebounded by Burge. Oh, we're going to have a foul on Monroe over the back.
That'll be team foul number 3 on the Lady Aces.
And 3 Bryan Golden Bears come into the game.
Numbers 24, 52, and 12.
Gonzalez is 24. Rohrer is 52. 12 has the ball. And that's Maxey, Haley Maxey. She has a twin that's in the varsity game. Ball's thrown out of bounds. It'll be a Hicksville ball.
That landed in Sturry's lap.
Press is on. Phillips up the middle. Not very tough with the press. Gives it up to Eicher. Eicher into the lane. Over to Phillips on the wing. It's up no good. Her rebound comes off to 52. Rohrer. Down floor it goes. 24 gets a shot. 52 at the rebound. Rohrer with the rebound. And the rebound on the other side goes to Antigo. And we're going to have the ball out of bounds to Bryan. Number 34 for Bryan into the game, Bree Long. Game's hardly got started, and we got complete substitutions. Ball shot over the rim, rebound Phillips, and she just traveled.
Stopped and thought about where she wanted to throw the ball and shifted that pivot foot just a little bit.
Yep.
A little hop step that will get you sometimes.
So Long will inbound it. Gives it to Lamberson, Brooke Lamberson. As she drives into the middle, gives up the ball to Rohrer, and her shot was no good. Phillips for the Aces down the floor. Ball to Eicher underneath to Klima, back out to Phillips. And
there we go.
It.
Closes the gap a little bit, makes it 7-4.
Nice pass inside. Nice bounce pass. Shot was no good. Nice pass there. Up and good.
4 points now for Noel, yeah. Draws the Aces to within 1.
Ball is off the hand of Rohrer, out of bounds, and it'll be Hicksville ball. Keysbury into the game.
Serenity. Under 2 minutes to go here in our opening quarter.
Hiker across the timeline. Gives it up to Nuttall. Klima on the wing, looking for help. Ball knocked away. And
Kick back in.
Klima picks it back up in the corner. Monroe. And we have a push foul along the baseline.
That's going to be the first team foul and on the Bryan Lady Golden Bears on number 34.
It's Long's first. Monroe to inbound it. Warning for reaching across the line.
It's on Long again.
Yep. No penalty, but don't do it again. Pass inside. Keysbury knocked away from her, picked up by Nuttall. Gives it up to Eicher, and her wild shot goes out of bounds.
JV coach talking to Eicher, telling her not to try to force things. Let it happen, but don't try to make it happen sometimes.
Right. Shot knocked away from 12 for Bryan, which is Maxey.
The jump ball.
And it's Hicksville's ball. Into the game for Hicksville is Patience Salisbury, number 41. Jiminy, we sent too many people off the floor.
Weren't sure whether the Patience was going to spell Eicher or Nuttall.
Right.
Nuttall was the one that was supposed to come out.
Eicher drives down the base or into the middle. Ball is off the hands of Keysbury, out of bounds. Or, yeah, it'll be out of bounds. It was over and back.
1 minute exactly to go here in our opening quarter.
Tinkle with the ball for Bryan. Drives into the key. Kicks it back out to Maxey.
Oh,
Picks up a two-pointer. Ball stolen by Antigo. She lays it up, and it's good.
makes it 11-6.
4 for her. No shot offline and out of bounds.
Not enough on that one.
Tinkle with the ball, drives to the key, lays it up, and it's good.
Good. Got the nice bounce.
Shooter's roll. Monroe pass inside was stolen by Antigo. Bryan down the floor, and that'll be the end of the first quarter with the Bryan Golden Bears on top of Hicksville in the JV game, 13-6.
And we'll take some time here between quarters to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. If you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that's brand spanking new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealership, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online at www.jimschmidtauto.com. And whatever it is you are looking for, if they don't have it, they'll do their very best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are interested in. That's what they're all about at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Service before, during, and after the sale, and prices that cannot be beat by anyone. We want to thank them so much for their continued support of our Aces basketball broadcast here on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Lamberson Cup, Burge Tinkle and Antigo in the game for Bryan. For Hicksville, we have Noel, Nuttall, Phillips.
It's like Eicher, Klima, and Story.
Story, yeah. Have a push.
Well, the Lady Aces stayed with the Lady Golden Bears there. It's about the last 2 minutes of that first quarter, Jim, and then Bryan just had a bit of a offensive explosion to jump out to that 7-point lead, 13-6.
Hicksville stole the ball or threw the ball away a couple times.
Yeah.
Eicher inside the stereo. It's taken away by Burge. It's taken back by Phillips to Eicher. Eicher in the lane, puts up a runner. It's hard up the glass. Eicher gets the rebound. Klima with the rebound. And
There we go. Persistence pays off.
Yeah, you keep the ball moving, keep the ball active, it's a good chance you're going to get a hold of it. Number 40, Antigo, puts up the shot. Burge with the rebound, and she gets a bucket.
And I think she's going to go to the line.
Free throw shot off the glass and good. The
Doubles
bank
up.
is open.
Yeah. Doubles them up 16-8.
5 points for her. Phillips with the ball. Recovers, come back. Ball to Sterry, knocked away. Ball out in front, stolen by Eicher. Eicher up to Sterry. Over to Phillips. Nuttall with it. Inside to Klima. Phillips with a shot. It's up no good. And we
Get
have,
Sturry on that one.
I believe. Yep.
I think she either reached in or went over the back on that rebound. And
Eicher off the floor. And Monroe back in. Tinkle with the ball. Cup. Inside it goes to Antigo. Nice bounce pass. Shot put up by Tinkle. And we're going to have a jump ball. They do some nice things handling the ball. Some nice bounce passes. Now they're double teaming. And we have a timeout called by Hicksville coach Ryan Meiser, as he could see what was going to happen.
yes, indeed, they picked up the intensity of their press as soon as they got the ball across half
Right.
court. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she was facing a double team. And again, one of the things that the JV Lady Aces have really needed to work on, Jim, we've mentioned several times, is the way they pass the ball. They turn it over a little bit more often than they ought to.
Yes, they do. Just, keep your cool and just pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is keep your head up, and a lot of them, they roll over and put their head down.
If you're going to throw the ball, you need to see where you're throwing it.
Right.
Because we've seen a few where, they've made the pass and there's nobody there, or they've thrown it to the wrong colored jersey. So,
Yeah, it's a tricky game. You got to learn to play it, learn to understand it.
so 16-8 as we come out of the timeout. That's the first timeout taken by the Aces. Golden Bears have not stopped the clock as of yet, so they still have their full complement of 5 timeouts. Right now, the Lady Aces with 5 team fouls. Bryan has committed 2.
So Phillips and Monroe out front with the ball. Nuttall Pass inside, taken away by Burge. Cup with the ball on the wing. Goes inside. Lamberson shots blocked. And would have a travel. Maxey to inbound. Is it to Tinkle? Lamberson with the ball.
Ball gets deflected a couple times down into the corner, but Bryan comes back up with the basketball. And now they're going to work it around the perimeter. Shave a few seconds off the clock here.
Yeah, here goes Cup from outside. Oh. Oh, we're going to have a foul. Sterry gets fouled.
That's kind of a lucky break because I'm not sure if they'd been able to hang on to the ball and not go out of bounds.
Right. She was leaning that way.
Yep, she was down in the corner, and there were a lot of purple jerseys around her. So
Sterry is off the floor.
That foul on number 12, and that'll be her first personal. Team foul number 3.
Hiker in the game for Sterry. Ball is
Ooh. That'll be Noelle Nuttall's first personal, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, her second, I'm sorry. And team foul number 6. So after this, Bryan will be shooting free throws.
Keysbury into the game.
And she'll
for Nuttall.
Yeah.
And for Bryan, Judge Dan Cook. June Judge Dan Cook.
That's why we pay you the big money, Jim. You can pronounce those names.
Yeah. That was because I was in Thailand.
There you go.
There you go. Drive to the hoop, gives the ball up, and it's off Bryan, out of bounds.
See, everything happens for a reason, Jim.
Yeah, yeah.
All those times in Thailand where you sat there going, what am I doing here?
Right. I'm out working on an airplane. Phillips drives, puts it up off the rim, gives it back to Eicher. Her shot is no good, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jess Mueller into the game for Bryan. She'll replace Haley Maxey.
2:28 to go here in our first half.
Tinkle gives it up to Mueller, back to Tinkle. Offensive foul.
Number 20. Team foul number 4 for Bryan. We've been stuck on this 16-8 score for quite a while here, so.
Yes. Klima with the ball underneath. It's
There
good.
we go.
Ace is playing much better tonight than I have seen him in the past. They're getting decent shots. They're not really making wild passes. Tinkle with the ball. Gives it up. Lamberson.
Knocked loose.
Bree Long. And we have a jump ball on the floor.
That got some applause from varsity coach Josh Freese for the hustle there.
And Keysbury was on the floor after that one. .130 remaining in the first half. Ball is saved by Hicksville, but Bryan recovers it. Gonzalez, 24, is on the floor for Bryan. Tinkle over to Kohler. Mueller with the shot. And then have Klima with the rebound. Eicher.
That little stiff arm.
Yeah, a little stiff arm. Phillips with the ball. Nope. And we're going to get checked out of bounds. Phillips going to pick up the personal.
That'll be her first.
And we're going to shoot 1 and 1.
Yep. 45.6 seconds left in the half.
44 will be shooting. It's Mueller.
Our first look at her on the free throw line.
Missed the free throw. And it's tied up.
I think
Be to Bryan.
Yep.
Mueller coming out. Shot put up from outside by Lamberson. It's long. Rebound by Antigo. Lamberson. Is it up to Tinkle? Down the baseline. Lamberson with the shot and the bucket. Brooke Lamberson. Phillips inside to Klima. Pass comes back out. Monroe. Phillips with the ball.
Timeout.
Another lifesaver.
Yep.
30-second timeout.
But he's only going to be able to save him 3 more times.
Yeah, you're right.
8-point advantage for the Bryan Lady Golden Bears here. 18-10. And when we come out of this quick 30-second timeout, the Lady Aces will have the ball right at midcourt. See if they can put something together here to maybe cut that lead down to 6 or so. We head into the halftime locker room. Break huddle and head back out onto the floor.
So Monroe's going to inbound the ball for Hicksville. Phillips finally gets it. Intends a pass for Monroe, and it's out of bounds, and that is the end of the first half of play with the Bryan Golden Bears leading the Hicksville Lady Aces JV team 18-10. We'll be back with the second half. Back here in the second half of this game. The scoring will give you it for Hicksville. Nuttall has 4 points. Klima has 4 points. Phillips has 2. That gives us 10, which matches the scoreboard. For the Bryan Golden Bears, Haley Maxey has 2. Brooke Lamberson has 4. Marcy Tinkle has 2. Chloe Antigo has 4, and we have Riley Burge. She has 5 points. Their total of 18, and we are within 1 minute of getting the second half started.
And as you were mentioning, Jim, there's some marked improvement on the JV squad for the Lady Aces since we first saw them earlier in the month of November. They are, again, their offense is looking a little bit better. They still need to work on some of the passing or whatever, but they're moving the ball a lot better, and they're setting up some better shot selection as well. They haven't been able to hit all those shots, but they've been giving themselves a lot better chance. You can really see the improvement.
Yeah, they're the shots they're taking. I've only seen one that shouldn't have been taken tonight. The rest of them, they've been open. They just got to get it to fall, and that comes with time and a lot of work.
Yep, and again, a little bit of patience. You still see them get a little anxious sometimes and trying to move a little too fast or make something happen, push it a little bit. But by and large, they're reining themselves in a lot better than they were earlier in the season.
Yeah, freshmen and sophomores, they are like on hot feet. So here we go. Aces with the ball. Eicher loses it, and Tinkle gives the ball up in the middle. It goes, and we're going to have a jump ball.
That will stay with Bryan.
Referee called a jump ball instead of 3 seconds, I'm sure. Number 40 inbound at Antigo, having trouble getting it in. Finally to Tinkle, gets it out front to Cup. Cup up off the glass, no good. Rebound is Burge, and she missed it. Rebound is Monroe, and we're up the floor. Nuttall with it. Pass inside. Cup steals it. Tinkle with the ball. Over to Cup from outside. It's off the rim. And we have Nuttall with the ball. To Monroe. Back to Nuttall, across to Eicher. So Nuttall trips, goes down, and we have the ball tied up.
And that should go to the Aces. Klima jumping in there after the ball.
Shot, and Monroe's shot was bounced on the rim a couple times. Shot put up by Klima was off back, and Bryan has it up the floor. Cup with the ball over to Tinkle. Tinkle drives into the lane, gives it back to Antigo, puts up a runner. It's good. 6 points for her.
Makes it a 20-10 game. And that should be a travel.
It is. .52 Rohrer in the game for Bryan. Grace Rohrer. Bryan across the line.
Directing traffic a little bit.
Lamberson with the ball. To Tinkle.
They're going to let the Lady Aces come out after him.
Antigo, bounce pass out. Tinkle, runner, and it was a pass instead. Rohrer with it. Back it out front. Antigo, she pumps, brings it back. Lamberson, she can hurt herself bad. She stopped and turned, and instead of keeping on going in the lane.
Maintain possession, but.
Yep. Antigo to inbound it. Ball's out to Lamberson. To Tinkle, back to Lamberson. Across the Cup. Tinkle tries to get in the lane. Antigo into Rohrer, but it's knocked away by Klima.
Nice job.
Yep. Tinkle gets it back out. Lamberson shot long off the rim. Nuttall with it. Over to Figgins. Short. So we're going to have a hold on Monroe.
That'll be her second personal of the game and team foul number 1 for the second half for the Lady Aces.
Tinkle drives in, gets it to fall. 4 points for her. Nuttall with the ball for Hicksville to Klima. Intended for Monroe, and it goes out of bounds. Sterry into the game. Keysbury into the game for Hicksville. Figgins is out. Eicher is out. Tinkle gives the ball up, and pass is intended for Long, and it's off or out of bounds. Nuttall with it. Tries to drive, gives it to Monroe, and she ties up. Tinkle.
Stay with Hicksville. 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Fast-moving third quarter.
Nuttall with the ball. Being chased. Oh, nice tip and drive to the hoop, and Cup gets 2 points.
24-10 now.
Yep, we have an offensive foul on Klima. Moving pick.
That'll be her first. Team foul number 2.
Cup will set down. Haley Maxey is in for her.
Eicher will come in for Nuttall.
Burge is in for Rohrer. Pass down low, put up off the glass, no good. And we have a jump ball going to Bryan. Possession arrow that direction. Lamberson with the ball.
Bryan's going to take the air out of it a little bit here. There we go. Up. Yep.
Put up by 34 Long, and it was rebounded and tied up. It'll be a Hicksville ball out of bounds on possession arrow. Eicher trying to give it to Sterry. Gets it to her. Monroe out to Klima, and it's
Nice
good.
shot.
Klima's really settling into the game. She's got 6.
24-12.
And Eicher just grabbed the person. She will get a foul.
Eicher's first. And team foul number 3.
Bryan ball into Rohrer. Maxey Inside to Lamberson, back to Maxey. Into the lane. Bounce pass intended for Rohr.
Another jump ball.
This is looking like old girls basketball. Hiker from outside, no good. Length to the floor. Hot shit up. Blocked. Klima.
Tried to save it on the baseline as
Yep.
time expires.
And that is the end of the third quarter with the Bryan Golden Bears at 24 and the Aces at half of that at 12.
So we'll get ready for our final 6 minutes of basketball on the junior varsity side here this evening by saying another big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, our basketball broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford and the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and of course online, jimschmidtauto.com. Once again, lending us their underwriting support, making it possible for us to bring you basketball action here on Hicksville Community Television for the 2017-18 season, from the junior high level all the way up through the varsity, and not only the regular season, but because of the underwriting that we received from Jim Schmidt, we're able to follow both the boys and girls varsity squads on the tournament trail as well. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces athletic broadcasts here on HIX-TV. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
It's going to be
Ryan, yep. Number 14.
Cup will inbound it to Tinkle. Cup on the wing. Across. Tinkle driving to the hoop, puts up a runner off the glass. It's good. 6 points for her. Phillips, length of the floor, off the glass, rebounded by Rohr. Shot put up by Cup. Rebound put up by Tinkle. Tinkle shot, no good, and was rebounded inside by Antigo.
That'll be number 3
on
Figgins. Yep. Team foul 4 for the Aces in this second half.
Antigo to inbound it. Right in front of her.
It's hard to defend that.
Phillips down the floor. Quickly. Gives up to Figgins. Sanderson back on the floor. Or Salisbury, I'm sorry. Nuttall with the runner, no good. Antigo with it for Bryan. Runner put up, off the glass. Gonzalez with the ball. Like from the outside drive, nice pass under Rohr. Nice pass.
2 more for the tall girl. Oop. Nearly a collision in the middle of the court.
Yes. The kind you don't want. Number 20, Lamberson, coming into the game for Bryan. Tinkle will sit down. Probably for the rest of the night. Phillips with the ball. In the corner to Figgins, back to Phillips underneath.
Oh.
Rebound. Comes back down. Phillips is on, Figgins was on the end of that, and it will be a tied-up ball. Hicksville ball out of bounds. 44, Mueller into the game for Bryan. Gonzalez comes out. Salisbury, down in and back out. Going to be Bryan ball.
Well,
Ball right through Cup's hands out of bounds and going back to Hicksville. Kennedy Phillips. Ball back out to Noelle Nuttall, and her shot goes out of bounds. Lamberson with the ball. Antigo. Cup. To Mueller. Mueller in the lane.
taken away.
Phillips across the line. Over to Figgins. Knocked away. Cup link to the floor, puts it up, and she is going to be fouled.
Nuttall's going to pick that one up. Send her to the line.
Shoot a pair.
No, they're going to give it on number 20.
Really?
So,
Okay.
so I thought that was going to be Noelle Nuttall picking up the
Well, yeah.
ball, but that'll be.
He may have lost a number. Free substitutions by Bryan.
And the Lady Aces switch out their squad for the most part, too.
Sterry, Keysbury, Hiker, Monroe, and Phillips on the floor for Hicksville.
Iker comes out with the ball.
Ball across Keysbury to Phillips. Looking, is it to Iker? Baseline doesn't get it up far enough. Bryan with the ball. Tinkle in the corner, it goes to Cup underneath. Off the rim by Rohrer. Iker, short jumper, short. Back to Iker. Gonna shoot a set.
There we go.
It's a long two-pointer.
Makes it 30-14
It's Maddie's first 2 points of the night.
as we go under 2 minutes here.
Cup. Lamberson. Tinkle. Baseline. Kicks it back out. Nice play. She went away and it opened it right up for Long. Long gets the two. Sterry puts up the shot off the rim and another jump ball. Have 1:17 remaining in the ball game.
And 3 in, 3 out for Bryan. 42-24 on the floor along with number 12.
Gonzalez is 24. Number 12 is Maxey. 22 is Tinkle. 34 is Long.
42 is the
Go ahead. is Jez Dancook.
Just Dan Cook. Okay. I'd have taken a shot at it, but I don't have a roster in front of me, so.
Yeah, just throw a bunch of letters together. Keysbury to inbound it. Gives it to Sterry.
Deflected. Surrey gets control.
Then she's trapped. Eichert, Monroe, back out to Phillips.
Good job getting
Nice
out of the
pass
trouble.
down to Keysbury. And it's
Yeah, there we go. 34-16.
Shot from outside for Bryan. It's off the glass. Tinkle with the rebound.
Just run it out here. No, we're going to have a foul with half a second left. But it'll be on the floor, so, and that'll only be team foul number 6.
So
A quick inbounds from the Lady Golden Bears, and
it'll be done.
that'll do it.
Okay, it's 34-16 final here tonight of the JV game. The scoring goes for Hicksville. We have Nuttall with 4 points, Hiker 2, Klima 6, Keysbury 2, Kennedy Phillips 2, and that is the Aces 16. For Bryan, it is Haley Maxey with 2, Jaden Cup 2, Lamberson 4, 8 for Macy Tinkle, Bree Long had 2, Chloe Antigo at 6, 5 went to Riley Burge, and 2 to Grace Rohr for their total of 34.
And
it was a better game played by the Aces tonight.
Yep, they showed some distinct improvement, but give credit where credit is due, Jim. The coaching staff for the Bryan JV squad, a masterful job of working their bench and substituting players in and out, and really keeping a good, strong, fresh 5 gals on the floor for the majority of that game.
And everybody played and didn't set and grow to the bench. So as the varsity girls come on the floor, we will get this out of the way. The Aces lose the JV game tonight to the Bryan Golden Bears, 34-16. This is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy saying good night, good sports.